boom. So I put out a clip, right, from me and Terra Slim's podcast, and I said, I realized David Icke is a racist. Actually, I'm going to play a little bit of it. Fuck it. I'm going to play a little bit of it because we'll just get to the bit where I kind of say that. David Icke, like, you know, like,
yeah,
man was reading David Icke books when I was 18.
Shout out
like,
Uncle David.
You know what I'm saying? No, it's not uncle to me. It's your racist uncle. Yeah, actually, yes, uncle. I actually had an uncle David, R.I.P. You know what I'm saying? But he's not racist. But
David Icke, mate, David Icke's a good guy.
But all right, so I just looked at these guys as like, well, you just picked up a David Icke book for the first time. I read that 20 years ago, and then I realized what was bullshit in it and what wasn't. And then I started looking into him, and I started actually re-looking at this whole thing and like that kind of alternative information world, and realizing that he's one of those racists. I found all of those posts, remember? You saw it at the time. I found all those posts where he was attacking people for taking the knee, attacking any form of message against racism, what he was claiming. And let's ask you about this.
Let me ask you this.
I'm not going to play the whole thing, right? So I just wanted to play a little bit of that to give some context. So if I just... Let me flip it round, right? There's I'm going to get to this guy, right? Correct, not political. You see this guy here? He's usually in the comments. He's not here today, right? Look, the first comment on David Icke's racist. So what? This man don't care if he's a racist. But basically, I wanted to give some context to this. The comments ain't so much on here right now. But I got some comments obviously saying, what are you talking about? So I want to go to the original post where I showed this, right? Here, this was posted, October 16, 2020, 4 years ago, bloody hell. 2 days ago on my personal page, I made a statement at random that David Icke is a white supremacist. I hadn't really thought on it that deep, but his anti-BLM stance as a white man just wasn't sitting with me. This caused a lot of backlash and denial from his loyal followers, victims. Then I started to research a little, and the findings were insane. This man is a right-wing and racist extremist. So this is what I said at the time, right? And like, I've had this conversation with Terra a million times. Like, cool, people have issues with the Black Lives Matter movement. People in the black community have issues with it. That's one thing, right? But it's when you take a stance, especially as a white person, against every racial equality movement or conversation, then you leave no room for us to do anything, right? You leave no room for us to challenge racism. You're basically saying, don't challenge it, because if you challenge it, I'm going to put it in this box over here where it's a problem. So I'm just going to get into some of these pictures though, right? Because I didn't just make this up that David Icke's a racist, yeah? So he's posting a meme that says, celebrate a Marxist revolutionary front funded by the 1% to divide and rule people. Yeah, all this talking about racism divides us. I want to swear, you know what I'm saying? Like, rubbish. Yeah, it's absolute rubbish. The only thing that talking about racism divides is racist people and non-racist people, yeah? So he goes, another BLM fake racist cop killer narrative dismantled. And this is when George Floyd was murdered, by the way. So he's saying that the George Floyd murder was a racist cop killer, a fake racist cop killer narrative. So you can never tell me a man who says that George Floyd's murder is a fake racist cop killer narrative is not a complete racist. That's wild, yeah? But the mob riot anyway, because the mob always does. And then it gets into the conspiracy of billionaire masters' demand to make people kind of get dragged into it. Absolute rubbish, racist nonsense. Britain's Got Talent has lost nearly 1 million views since Black Lives Matter performance. Attacking Britain's Got Talent for a Black Lives Matter performance. Attacking, unapologetic bigot dividing America with reverse racism. Yeah, nonsense. Not black enough. South African party calls for banning whites and foreigners from becoming members. Again, all these guys love talking about South Africa. All racist people do this. Meghan and Harry haven't been criticised because of her colour, but because she's selfish. Again, another race conversation. It attacks every race conversation, David Icke. Madman. Yeah? How US schools are teaching self-hatred and racism against white kids and calling it anti-racism. Because white people are all against white privilege. when everything is racism, it never is. Another one, typical racist stunts. Oh, everything's racism because we don't let us talk about racism. No, we don't say everything's racism. We're saying specific things are racism, and you can't have that conversation. You brush it off as everything. Doreen Lawrence says Grenfell tragedy was linked to racism. Obviously, again here, saying it wasn't linked to racism. Of course it's linked to racism when a council doesn't treat an area with the same safety measures when it's not all white people that live there, when non-white people are the majority live there. Of course that's racism. Like, you have to be a complete idiot to not realise that's racism. Attacking Mr. Hamilton just because F1 drivers won't perform a Freemasonic, and all this throwing Freemasonic in there because you won't take the knee for racism. Yeah, Lewis Hamilton. Whiteness to blame for Minneapolis riots. I don't even know what he means there. And then we go on attacking. I don't know what that is. But yeah, we'll come out of that for a second. So that's David Icke and his racism, and I just wanted to put it in there to show it clearly, and so I can chop this up and put it into a video for the people seeing it on YouTube so they see the context, right? And then I found out about his son, Gareth Icke, because when I posted this, people started tagging his son, like, yo, look, what am I saying about your dad? You should get Gareth on go live with Gareth, as if he's gonna body me or whatever, yeah. I should invite him to do something at some point. I wasn't that active at the time, yeah. So I put a next post, the apple in the tree, and his stuff's similar, but worse. OFFS, Brits asked to kneel on doorstep in protest against George Floyd death. I don't remember whether they were asked or not, but why are you on the internet taking an active stance against anyone doing anything to make a message against racism? Why would you be against all of that? F is this nonsense, attacking Black Pound Day, which I think is the thing, was that if it wasn't started by Swiss from So Solid, he was very involved in pushing it. I think he has an actual shop in Westfield and all of that now. I don't know if it's under the same name, I can't remember that rightly, but I'll look that up. Yeah, so attacking black culture, attacking people supporting black businesses, like openly attacking people supporting black businesses. And what does he say? The F is this nonsense to supporting a black business. Wow. I've been accused of casual racism for my Sturridge comment. His lips are big, couldn't care less about race. Look at Leslie Ash. So mocking black people for having big lips on the internet openly. Someone said, would it be racist to say you sound like Kebab Shop Ali G? Yeah, of course it would be racist, but I don't, innit? What it would be is you looking like a nerd who has no context of culture, never been around real rude boys in your life, and you'd never ever be able to be around me and actually say that. You know what I'm saying? So enjoy your little moment on the internet, man. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Because where I'm from, like Ali G and people who are fake and me, we don't have there is no connection. Distant Planet TV said yawn. Yeah, like the LG comments is whatever. You carry it on, and it's just, yeah, it's racist. You lot want to mock how black people talk and say that I talk black and whatever. Cool. Yeah. Like, only racist people have ever said that to my whole life. Black people don't say that to me. Weirdos. Anyway, we move. This race-baiting CUNT is a member of parliament attacking David Lammy for posting a song about white privilege. Sam Fender. I don't even know if I ever heard that. I might have to. We might have to do a reaction to that, man. Whatever people's opinions on White Lives Matter. So now he's going all the way White Lives Matter. That White Lives Matter banner flown over Manchester City ground. I remember that story. And they're entitled to them. Given it's being investigated by multiple police forces, I have two questions. Has a crime been committed? Is the statement on the banner untrue? No, of course it's not untrue, but we know that it doesn't need to be said. Only racists feel like it needs to be said against Black Lives Matter, because it was only said in reaction to, because they want to really they wanted to say Black Lives don't matter. That's what they want to say on their banner. Lawrence Fox vocalised the views of the majority of regular people in this country, aka racists. The fact he's now being attacked for it shows out of touch and new hijack mental left is. So he's, Lawrence Fox supporter. Gleam said, "No, we can't. No, we can hear any hot air out here. except for the Asperger. I don't even know what he's referring to there, but yeah. I'll do F off with this racism BS. Garafax says, when someone has shared something about Sunderland as a lot of racist xenophobes, never really want to go there. So someone's calling that racism, he's attacking them for it. He's a mug, basically. This guy is a mug. Yeah, waste man. Yeah, the attacking inclusive model shoot. Like or dislike Boris Johnson, I'm certainly the latter. Can someone explain how his comments about the burqa are racist? Defending Boris Johnson's very well established racist burqa comments. What race is it? It's a religion. All that nonsense these racists say. Blah, 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 blah. Want to stop racism, stop being obsessed with race. Again, they want us to stop talking about it so that we don't address it, so that we don't stop it. Because he enjoys racism. He enjoys a racist society because Gareth Icke and David Icke are both racists. That's point proven, done, dusted, and over. So we'll leave that there.